Hi guys, so in today's video I wanted to show you how you can set up your first Google ad. So this is going to be a beginner tutorial for anybody that wants to create their first ad in Google. So it's going to be quite simple and easy to follow along. So the first thing that we need to do is we just need to search Google Ads in Google, and we'll click on ads.google.com. So we'll click to this link over here, and then it will bring us into Google Ads, and then from here we'll click in Start Now. And if you don't have an account already, it will take you through setting up your account, and that which will be linked to your Google profile. So I do have an account already, so I'll just click on Google Ads account, which one I'm selecting, and then it'll take us through to that. You do need to set up your billing and your credit card that needs to be linked to your account so that it can uh, bill you for whatever ad you're going to set up. So I've done that already as well. So this is the dashboard of where you're going to create your ad. So as you can see, there's nothing running at the moment. So I want to set up my first ad. So to do that, I'm going to click on create campaign, and I'll create a new campaign. So the ad that I'm trying to set up, it's an ad for a Dubai visa application for one of my clients. So for this campaign, we want to obviously just find people who are going to Dubai and needs to fill in a visa application. So for that, we're gonna click on. We'll start with we'll create a campaign without a gold guidance, because this just gives us more options to be more specific on what we're trying to achieve. And then after that, we will select a search campaign type so that we can reach the customers which are interested in our specific product, and we will do that by actually setting up keywords. So whenever people type in a specific keyword into Google, then our ad would pop up in that search. And then we'll click on continue, and I've set up this conversion thing before. This is on Google Analytics, just so that I can track if people do convert by submitting an application form. So for us, what do we want to get out of this? We want website clicks, and then it will ask you to enter your business website. So just go over there, and then we'll just get the website address, copy that, and then just paste that in over there. And then we can name our campaign. We'll name it Dubai Visa SA, and continue. So this is the bidding. This is where it wants to ask you about what do you want your campaign to focus on, if you want it to be conversions, conversion value, clicks, or impression shares. So this is basically asking you how much you're willing to pay, how much you're going to be willing to pay as well per click. So you're bidding with other people for that keyword, and what is your budget for that click, and how much you're willing to pay for one click on your ad, so that you can can do that, and I'll click on that, and we in rand, and then I'll put in about 15 rand, which is almost about $1, and that's how much I'm willing to spend per click. And I'm looking for clicks. Just add that over there, and let's put in 10 rand. Let's see, and then we can say next. So then we'll come into the network settings. So for the network settings, we want to actually deselect the Google search partners, and we want to deselect the Google display network. The reason we want to do this is so that we don't waste any money on useless clicks, so that it only shows us the standard, that our ad only shows up on a standard Google search engine. So that's why I do that, unless you obviously want it to show on other networks as well, which Google associates with. But for me, I just wanted to show up in the Google search engine, and I'm happy with that. For locations, I only want to target people within South Africa. So for you may want to only target people in the US or in another area, maybe in Europe. That you define that over here, and when it comes to target, I like to set it to present, so that it only shows to people who are physically located in that location. And that's your locations over there. So that's my target location. Languages, you can just type in whatever language you're trying to target. For me, it's English, so I'll select English. That's already there. And the audience segments, we do not have any audience segments set up, so that's fine. More settings, and over here you can select if you want to what your start date and what your end date will be for the ad. So I'll run it continuously, and I'll stop it. I'll monitor it and stop it depending on the results. So I'll just leave that as that. But if you want, you can just select your start date and you select your end date, and that's your when your ad will run. I'll just go to next. So this is our ad group level, and from here we're going to define what our keywords will be for which we want the ad to show up for. So ideally we want to have one ad group to one keyword group, just so that we can make it relevant as possible, and by doing this we can actually get the highest quality score. And the quality score, when it comes to Google's, it's quite important, because it's actually going to allow us to pay as little as we can for each click, and Google uses this to help us reduce our cost depending on the quality score that we get. So over here we're gonna populated these keywords already. I'm just going to take this out because I only want to target one specific keyword, and I do want to match that on different types. So I'm looking to these different ways that you can actually put this in. So what I want to do is I'm looking to target the keyword for Dubai visa in South Africa. So I'm just going to add, I want it to be an exact match, and if we open brackets and we add it in that format, that's what it will do. It will find exact match for this keyword. And then I'll also want a phrase match, so that if people types in any of these words and it's in a phrase, it will also come up, and you do that by putting it in quotes. And then what I also want to do is I want to add what they call a modified broad match, just so that if these words come up in a sentence, um, then it will also match it to that. Here we go. And those are the keywords that I want to target. So when it comes to keywords, we actually want to have one keyword for one ad group, like I said. So you this is just better for quality and for higher click-through rate, so that we can improve our quality score and pay less for our ad. So if we carry on and we get to the specific ad, this is actually where we're going to create the visual ad, the visual aspect of the ad, what people are actually going to see within Google after the search. So that's the URL over there, and on the left, on the right, you have the preview as well to show you exactly what it's going to look like within Google. So as you're typing over here, it will adjust this and it will show you what that looks like. Your display path is what the people will see, but it's not actually where they will go when they click on it. So it's good to put this in so that we can just make it more relevant to the keyword. So put in Dubai, but because my domain is my keyword, and just maybe put application, and then that will show up over there. And that's fine. So over here, it is suggested, or it is better for you to have about, say, about three different ads per ad group, just so that you can find the ad that works best for your specific keyword. You want to do some A/B testing or champion challenger testing, just so that you can optimize and improve your ads over time, and obviously get that to your cost to reduce by doing that. So this is the next part, is where you're going to set up your headlines, and this is where it's going to show on the right in that real estate over there. Do I want more? I think that's fine for now. And then descriptions, fold in these descriptions from the website itself, and I'm happy with that for now. Site links. So site links are actually very important, because what they do is they make the ad larger in size, so it takes up more real estate in your search results, and thus it improves your click-through rate. And then obviously, because of that, it improves your quality score, which reduces your price per click. So you definitely want to use site links and ad extensions. There's different site link extensions for different pages on the store, and that just shows different. So each site link that you add is gonna take you or show you a different page on your website. So you can add different campaign level site links, and then it will populate that. So you can have about 4 over there, and then it will populate all the all the text at the bottom of it, so it will give it a bigger real estate on the search and on the ad when it's coming up. I'm gonna leave it for now because it's gonna take me a while to set it up. But ideally you definitely want to set up the site links because it does help with your click-through rate. We just carry on to more asset types, add URL, that's fine. I'm happy to just go ahead with that and click next. So this is where you're going to define your budget. And this will be a daily budget, so you just want to work it out and see how much you're willing to actually spend on your ad campaign. Just remember that your your budget, you may use your budget for the day, or you may not, depending on if Google actually it depends on the algorithm whether they actually find that amount of people, that amount of reach for that day. But it does differ on a daily basis. But what it will do is it will definitely come under your budget that you define. So for me, what budget do I want to set? Daily budget for this campaign, I do want to set it at about call it 100 rand. So they'll just give you a warning to say if that you actually do. Let me just see if I can actually put in a 50 rand. Yeah, so all they do is they just warn you that if you're going to spend less than the recommended amount, that your ad will be shown less, which we do now. But for now I'm just testing this just to see, just to find my keyword that I'm looking for, and just to monitor it and track that, and then optimize that once I have some data to analyze. So I'll leave that at 50 rand and I'll continue. So 50 rand times 30, 1,500 rand for the month. That's fine. You could get 2 more clicks at the same budget if you created a site link. I'll fix that later once I have some more details on that. For now I'm just going to carry on. You can come back. The important thing to know is that once you've set up something, you can always go back to add more keywords or to edit your campaign, and you can do that on the fly. So if you didn't set it up correctly, don't stress too much about it, because you can always go and change that tomorrow or the next day if you have more time, or if time is an issue. So over here it's just going to review. It's going to ask you to review your campaign before you publish it, and you can go through it, and once you're happy you can just click publish campaign. So this will submit it to Google, and they will activate it if everything is set up correctly. In the future they will also send you some tips and tricks on making it a bit better, to optimizing it. So yeah, that's how you set up your first campaign. If you found this video helpful, please like or subscribe to the channel to also help the channel out. I hope you guys have a good day further. Cheers, bye.